there was a report published a little while ago now called Thriving at Work. And it was an independent mental health review commissioned by the government with Paul Farmer, who's the CEO of Mind, and where was that guy? Lord Stevenson. And I was asked to come up to Westminster. Okay, right, 3-piece suit, off we go. Walked into, as you can imagine, it is like you see on the telly, big oak table, they're all sitting there. I've worked for Mind for about 5-6 years. I've never ever met Paul Farmer, just never been in the same place. And I'm sitting there, I was sort of nervous, wasn't anything like today, it was very, very formal. And he's looking down the list of attendees and he said, oh, brilliant, Breville Community Printer here, Andy's here, fantastic. What we'll do, we'll clear the meeting for 20 minutes, and you can have the floor for 20 minutes, half hour. Yeah, thanks for that. Coffee. But that was really interesting to get involved in, and I think why we get interest from corporate companies, because everybody's doing mental health training in one way or another. Mine do fantastic mental health training, so do Breathe Things, all the other organisations to businesses. But we've had some come to us and say, yeah, we can go and get that, this is what I'm sort of alluding to. But we'd like to do something more personal and actually tap into the experience of a diverse group of people who've actually been there, lived through it, and are in recovery. And we do it a very different way. We went to a big international corporate company up in Victoria, and the first thing Audrey's doing, Karen, you know how Audrey's walking around, she's got a walking stick. We are having a look, but we're also thinking about the layout of the building. Is it very friendly? Is it very? It was also very steel and very corporate, all very high tech. But then they had what they call it when you haven't got a specific seat to sit in or table.
Hot desk.
Hot desking. That's it. So they'd introduced hot desking on every floor. And since they've done this, there had been an uptake in people either going off long-term sick, leaving, or whatever else. And we just asked the question, before you introduced what is the current thing, hot desking, did you actually ask someone if they enjoyed that, if they liked that? No. And that's when then staff started coming forward saying, well, yeah, it's really difficult when you're on the tube at 7:30 in the morning, it's running late, you know you're going to get to work and you just fight for somewhere just to sit. So it's things like that that we do, and how you have the conversation. Lots of employers are really scared about, I've got someone in my team, I want to have a conversation with them, but I don't know how to approach it. It's so caught up in the language, and I would argue that where you have that conversation is just as important as the language you use. So, again, well done to Paul there. As you look at the tree, the website, you'll see that everybody on the website, the beauty of the website is you can put more info on there. So there is text of all the organisations. So if we look at Phoenix Futures, there's your logo, guys, and email or telephone. And there is a live link. I'll click on it. There's a live link there to your own website, and that's repeated right the way through.
Is it okay to add things to that now? Because just as you're talking, I'm thinking our local provider of mental health first aid training is Interact. They've been doing it for many, many years. And they also do, they do it within businesses, and they also do it with young people, and it's an income generator for them. So we could add them.
There are reasons, and there are things that we put in place. When we started doing this and building the website, we decided, as Paul's rightly admitted, and I did have a whole head of hair before I started trying to learn to do a website, that we needed to do everything in-house. Because when you're dealing with so many partners in so many different areas, it only takes someone to change a phone number, an email address, change their logo, a service provision changes, and then it's out of date. And if we had a web provider who was doing all those alterations, it would be costing an absolute fortune. If you need any changes, all you have to do is drop me an email. I sit with Paul, we liaise for 5 minutes. It takes literally 2 minutes to update the website. It has happened this week, someone, not in this area, back in Brentwood, has changed the age group that they work with. So a quick email to me, we adjust that, re-upload the site, which takes seconds, I email it back, it's all done. There is a reason that we print very small quantities of leaflet, and that's because they can obviously run out of date. But what also happens when I'm updating the website, Paul will immediately update the printable PDF, re-upload that to the site, so it's as up to date as we can possibly get. It might be a few days where something needs adjusting, but it's not be no longer than that. So that's what we try to do it all in-house for all the areas. You'll notice that there is a dedicated phone number on there. That comes directly into my office with an answering machine. We get out there and publicise the tree. Elaine has been doing a lot of work, certainly in the Brentwood area at the moment, with a printed gazebo. I don't know what the councils run here. In Brentwood, we have during the school holidays something called Family Fun Days. To go along as a charity organisation, there's no cost, as long as we provide something for the children to do. So all we do, it doesn't cost us hardly any money, it just brings out hundreds and hundreds of these colouring pictures that we've got. The gazebo is all covered in basic community tree network, and while the kids are quite happily sitting there colouring away, we're talking to the parents, and the amount of conversations we've had with my dad's unwell, we won't leave the house with this or that, it's numerous, isn't it? And we also, next week I think we're planning to go to one of the shopping centres, have a printed display, bits and pieces, and we're going to one of the local hospitals as well. Very interesting. Right, at this point, I'm going to suggest we have a 5-minute break, and then we'll send Deputy Lord Lieutenant of Essex, to give her a complete title, Sidra, who's a good friend to BCP and also Audrey, to cut our lovely cake.
It's going to be nice, isn't it?
Say a few words.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the best bit of the afternoon, really, which is the cake cutting. And we're honoured to invite Sidra, who is one of the Deputy Lord Lieutenants of Essex, who's very kindly joined us today to launch the Chelmsford Community Tree. And I think, Sidra, you'd like to say a few words before we cut the cake, is that right? Do, please, welcome.
To thank everyone for giving me the privilege of attending the launch of the Chelmsford Community Tree today. Currently, did you know that 1 in 4 people in the world are affected by mental health or related neurological disorders, including depression and anxiety, at some point in their lives? Around 450 million people currently suffer from such conditions, placing mental disorders amongst the leading causes of ill health and disability worldwide. Mental health is a top government initiative at present in this country. When I met Her Majesty the Queen last year, she told me that she was an ambassador for mental health, and so was Prince William and Harry and Kate. She recognised the work that I was doing to help with mental health, and hence that is one of the reasons you are seeing me in this role today. Therefore, all the Essex Community Tree networks are very important, with a very unique network of partner organisations who provide support for people that are experiencing mental health or related problems. Separate organisations dealing with addictions, unemployment, special educational needs, which is my specialism, bereavement, bullying, abuse, relationship issues, and much, much more, all come together, all under one umbrella of mental health, which helps to signpost people to relevant organisations who can help them, and links the different organisations together. And that is actually very, very unique, because the link between all the different organisations have been missing for a long, long time. I feel very proud of being part of this tree, with Essex Mind and Spirit being represented on there, for which I am the secretary of. Essex Mind and Spirit is a voluntary organisation raising awareness of spiritual care in mental health recovery. Women Together is a subgroup of Essex Mind and Spirit, which I also manage and run, aiming to integrate vulnerable women from all different backgrounds, including different faith backgrounds, into the community by providing advice, support, art activities, lunches, and speakers on a range of different topics which include mental health. I fully support all the Essex community trees, as you can see alongside my Queen's Tudor rose. What am I wearing on the other side? I'm wearing the community tree brooch. So I fully support something like this. So would you like me to now cut the cake?
I think, should we have some photographs first?
Yeah.
Yes,
before
of
we
course,
dig into
yes.
it? Is that okay?
Yes.
Come on, you
Right,
community tree people. I'm going to boss you now.
It's lovely, isn't it? I need some of these photos.
Yeah, nice big smiles.
I want Amber as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
And do you want to come on this side?
Yeah, I'm beyond that. Perfect. Nice big smiles, everyone. Wonderful.
Thank you. And then can we get a group shot in, do you think? We might need to move this forward a little bit.
If everybody is
And then-
willing to get in.
Well, is
yeah.
everybody willing to crowd out? Let me do this without
Yeah,
destroying
that's
this.
fine, yeah.
And it's got the maple tree colours on there as well, with the
Right,
lights.
so everyone gather behind and around us.
Yeah, of course. Unless you don't want to in the picture.
Turn around.
I'm not that short. I feel really short.
Right, come on, squeeze
Come on, give us the
it.
instructions.
I'm tall, I've got height on my side.
You ready?
Right,
We
can
say
you two
tree.
swap places? You come forward, you go, that's it, perfect. Okay,
Right, all say tree.
yeah, right. Okay, 1, 2, 3, tree.
Tree.
Perfect, and then one more time. 1, 2, 3, tree.
Tree.
Perfect.
Did you want to take one of the top of the cake, Tom, before we
Yes,
actually
before you-
present it? I'm channeling my inner Audrey.
It's a lovely tree, isn't it?
And then one as
Yep.
Cedric cuts the cake would be fantastic.
Right,
Yeah, we.
yeah, do the
I
honours.
feel really privileged.
Oh, I feel like it's my wedding, doesn't it?
Right, are we ready?
Yep.
There you go. Yeah.
Is it pink in there? Have a look.
Oh,
Oh, it's a sandwich cake.
sandwich cake. Shall I get some plates?
We've got some back there.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's a really good idea. Okay.
Queue up your cake. Oh no, you know
Just to do the really boring bit, if anybody needs to know the ingredients of the cake.
Oh, well done, yes. No nuts. Any allergies? Perfect. Isn't it lovely? It reminds me of BBC Children in Need. You know, we've got the little...
Yes, definitely.
Lovely. Thank you very, very much.
Keep passing these along.
Yeah.
These are the pieces there.
That's the reason you went up, wasn't it? So you get the cake first.
One of the reasons I went to the Audrey will be okay enough to start coming out again. So it's
No, yes, no.
No, we are, arbitrations, but we do have
I think the cables are great. Is that all
and the other part is
It just makes the event more special, doesn't it?
very much.
children as well as individual specialists. No, so we so historically,
I think there is.
There's
There's only a few left in the other
there
side.
were domestic abuse so the police wanted to
Oh, that's okay. I just reminded you at the right time.
issues around
You went there at the end, didn't you?
disclosed or coming to the surface. So, something to address.
You know what one that Oh, thank you.
In the organisation, so exchange, we moved away from
This one.
I became a change
Anyone else?
No, I'm fine, thank
Do
you.
you want it's really
No, I'm
nice?
fine, thank
You
you.
sure? It's all healthy eating nowadays, isn't it? We don't care. We're past that stage now. Put our weight
It's
on.
only on Friday.
I think the generational card tells the generation of avocados and